everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hopefully this is all coming through correctly. Give my laptop a chance to set up. Let's come out of this. This is sample. Hey Jane. Hey Tez. Oh good, it's coming through okay. Right. Good, good. Let me just had a bit of a nightmare with there's a big iPhone or Apple update. I don't know, obviously if you've got Apple you'll know. So my laptop's in the middle of the update because it was really slow and playing up and I was like, what's going on? And it wouldn't let me upload it to YouTube. So I thought, oh, I'll check the updates, and I checked it and now it's in the middle of it and I don't think it's working properly. So the videos will go out after this, which is fine. That's not a problem really. But I couldn't even update on Facebook. It messed that up as well. So yeah, if you're slow Apple devices, check your updates because there's a big one. Right, Muckers Assemble, view that. I'll just get it all up on my screen. I can see that one now. See the comments better. There we go. Bring that one around here. I hope everybody is good. Lots of you coming in now. Kim says very quiet. It's all nothing different my end. Check your volume. You've got a volume on YouTube and you've got a volume obviously on your device. So you just need to check that. Am I quiet for anyone else? So there's nothing. I go live on my phone, so it's literally, that's it. Hello everybody, welcome to another new launch. My new festive background. Put my fa la 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 jumper on. Hi everybody, hey Kay. Lucy, hello. Sharon. Yeah, don't forget thumbs up. I haven't even done my own. Gosh, there's 71 of you in already. Thank you. Yeah, if you can just give me a thumbs up. It's free to do. It's only 12. Come on, guys. Otherwise, I won't share any collection. If we don't get those thumbs up matching the watchers, then I think I'll just stop. I'll just tell Craft World. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm just not doing it. So yeah, get in the habit with anybody that you watch live. Just give them a thumbs up and then carry on watching. Thumbs up, yeah, thumbs up done. Thank you everyone. I'm terrible. I forget myself. I've only just done it now. Monty's going back to bed. He's just had his breakfast, bless him. Hey everyone. Hey Steph. Morning everyone. What's the thumbs up now? It's always funny to see. Oh, where am I? It's shut up a little bit, but we're still halfway there. Come on, guys, we can do it. It just helps spread the live more, and it just means that your algorithm will share you more, similar kind of lives and stuff. So, thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Yes, I did. I had a haircut about a week and a half ago now. I just had it all chopped off. Got rid. It was really long. All of the dry hair's just gone now. So. We'll just have a little chit chat whilst everyone's coming in. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. The thumbs up are spinning. You're always quiet. What do you mean I'm always quiet? Excuse me. Yeah, we've had my haircut. Morning. Hope everybody is good. So yeah, welcome to another new launch. This one is called Going Full Circle, and it sees the return of a mechanism that I've done before, but this time we've got a brand new shape. So this is the diorama. So if you remember the square one, and I launched it with the birthday frame and the floral frame. Is that right? Am I getting mixed up with something else? Anyway, if you remember this one, so basically it gives you your diorama, but what I've done is added these areas where you can have slots into them. Now the beauty of having a circle shape is that this can go on the 3D standard display and you can use those frames. So you think about these ones here. So you could use these frames on this and you could pop this inside your standard display, or just keep it just with that and then the back on it, which I'm going to talk through all those kind of different ways to use it. It's obviously going to work with things you've already got in your stash and these stamp and die sets that you've got. You can add inside this. I've done a few different ways to put it together. So I've done a standard way, I've done a gatefold, an easel, What else am I doing today? I'm going to do like a snow globe style today, but it won't be Christmas. Or just a way of adding a base to it to make it like a snow globe, because that is just exactly what it's going to, it just screams that. So yeah, if you do get this, you've got some time before Christmas, you can make a few snow globes. Looks interesting. Yeah, so you get 4 dies in this one, and this will go through a standard die machine. So you don't need your large machine. It will cut, so it will be a 6x6 card size, but you can add this onto a 7x7, 8x8. You can add it onto a 6x8, and then you've got space to like stamp sentiment or add more detail. What else have I done? What other sizes have I got here? No, that's the main ones, I think. Yeah, I remember them. Something else to summer lessons. Oh no! Well, hopefully, Anna, if you want it, you can get this one in time. Hi everyone. I tried to get the square one when it came out, but the stock ran out the day. So glad this. I know it was very popular. So yeah, we've now got this version, which is lovely. So you get all your bars still. You can have up to 9 bars in this. So you can have lots of depth in it. It also looks really nice this way. I'll show you the sample in a minute, but that way, as you're looking into it, so like an under the water scene would look lovely. It's going to be perfect for space scenes, anything where there's like flight, that kind of thing. It's going to look really good. Another must-have. So yeah, it's a really nice die set to have in your stash. Like I said, it's going to work great with lots of other bits. And then what I've brought out is an additions frame set. So this works on its own. Treat it as like a little set of nesting dies. It's not, I don't tend to do that kind of stuff, but these obviously coordinate perfectly with this, but you can use them as standalones, and they're doubles. We've called it the double edge because you get a stitch detail that you can create on either side, but it's optional. They're separate dies if you want to add them in. And then I've given you some new big words, but these aren't your milestones or your special occasions. These are just random words, and they're quite fun actually. So you've got scrumptious, fruity, friends, glam squad, yummy, fit check, and tasty, and you'll see those being used. So, and these are the same font and style as all the other big words. So again, everything should all sit nicely together. Morning, everybody. Hey, cool. Morning, Jewel. Sorry for anybody that I've missed. Good morning. Thank you for joining. That one there, you get 25 dies. There is a bundle which is $99.99. Yeah, 99.99, which is everything, and then obviously it's all individual as well. Oh no, there's no Valentine. That's not. This isn't. This isn't your normal big words. This is the frame set. So your Valentine is in the normal big words. That's coming. Yeah, that's not this set, Jay. Jay, it's because you got Jay on your thing, Jeanette. That's not this set. Just bought this collection. Oh, thank you, Chrissy. Yeah, it's live now. Oh, let me just pop it into the chat. Let me just bring it up because I saved and cancel that. Where's my chat? Why can't I chat? New chat. Live chat. How do I chat in my own chat? I'll have to do it. Oh, hang on. Let me bring it up on here and do it this way instead. Have I just lost my chat? Are you there? Love it. Hey, Benita. Excited now. Thank you. Right, there's the live there. Let me just drop it in. Totally forgot, but it is on Craftwork, so you can just head over there. But let me just drop it in now. Let's just turn this all down. Whilst that's doing its thing, I'll show you the new paper pad, which is beautiful. This is a really nice one. So you can see just an overview there. It's the standard 8x8 pack, 4 each of 8 designs, 190 GSM. And then just loading. It's taking a minute to come up. So this one, again, we've done something that will go with each of the stamp and die sets, but this is just going to be a nice one to have in your stash there. So you can see you've got all your macarons there with the happy birthday, and you've got your fruits, and then you've got your different cocktails there and drinks, or mocktails if you prefer. That one's all just citrus fruits with the orange background. This one's beautiful. Absolutely love that one. Really, really nice. Oh, thank you, Deb. I hope you enjoy using it. And then this one. I think this one's sticking together. That one there. Is that all of them? I feel like I've missed one. Oh yeah, I have. Another really pretty one. This one. With the daisies, which I really like. Yeah, really lovely papers. Again, I'm just going to work with lots of my past collections, and you see with the 3 new sets. So that's that one there. And then the 3 new Stamp and Die sets are here. So we have Head Over Heels, Rooting For You, and Cake and Cocktail. I do have my usual video to go out on Made to Surprise, but for anybody that missed it, there's a big update with Apple, and my laptop was really slow and playing up yesterday, and I tried to upload and it wouldn't. I thought I'll just leave it, shut everything down. Went to do it this morning, it was doing the same, so I was then panicking, and then I checked my updates and there was a big update. So it's still kind of doing that, but this afternoon I'll make sure that's all up, so it's not the end of the world. It will still go out today. So this one here, Head Over Heels. I know some of you are going to be happy to see something like this come back again, because I did do my makeup glitz and glam, and that was very popular. It's quite a few years ago now, so we brought back this set, which has got a few icons. Again, this is all going to work with those past collections, so those that have been here a long time and do collect the collections, then this is all going to mix and match really nicely together. But we've got the cowboy boots and the cowboy hat, because country music and the whole kind of cowboy theme is becoming quite, big in the UK. It's a lot more popular. Country music bands are becoming a lot more known, and yeah, a few of my friends' kids, they're into their cowboy boots and all that kind of stuff as well. So we've got a little nod to that in here as well. You got the fun sentiments there: yeehaw, it's your birthday, have a scoop bootin' day, lights make up action, hello beautiful, happy birthday to a classy lady, another year older and still looking glamorous, and let's make up. So that's a cute one there. This is 10 dies and 17 stamps. And then you've got the Rooting For You. So this one here has bigger versions of some of the images. Well, they're not the same images actually, but when it was the Advent last year, we had them. But with this one, we've kept the faces separate, because we did get quite a bit of feedback where people were like, oh, I like them, but I don't like the faces on them. You can easily mask those things off, but we've made it even more user-friendly here, so you've got the option to add them in if you want to. So there's some fun ones there, the banana, celery, and then we've got the fun puns to go with them. And I saw, yeah, Kevin says, I saw a few people say that as well in the card that I shared. You got have had 20, get my words out, have a 24 carat birthday. Good luck, we're rooting for you. Holy guacamole, it's your birthday. Have a great day. Let's celebrate. Thanks a bunch, and you're the sweetest. And then you've got the little legs and arms and everything. The legs and arms are just stamps. You could fussy cut them if you want, but they are just stamps. So if you want to create something like that, where they're just stamped directly on, there's a fun one that I made. You can see them with their faces. I'll go through the samples all in a moment. So that one there, and that is 6 dies and 19 stamps. Morning, everybody. Hey, everyone. No faces. Matches my new nails. I had them done last night. I've gone for pink, glittery pink for Christmas this month. I just love my pink nails. Oh, Anna, thank you. I hope you enjoy using it all. And then this one here, again, is kind of a similar but different, because I don't want to obviously bring back exactly the same, because it's just, it doesn't. What we find happens is people miss out. We have to do minimum always of a certain amount, and we order it in, and those people that want it get it, or they've just changed their mind, and we end up sitting on stock that just then that doesn't sell in. But if we bring back something that is same but different, then it sells. So that's why you won't see a lot of repeats. We'll keep the core bits, like your big words, some of the mechanisms, but things like this, what we call the fashion pieces, we don't tend to bring back. So it's kind of a one and done. You see it, it sells, and that's it. Morning, everyone. Distracted. I think there's so many of you who has got the magazine. I'm waiting for that first message or comment or post saying I've got Made to Make, it's in my hands. So yeah, I'm just waiting, because everyone's just like, every saying it's out today or they've got it. So let us know in the chat if anybody gets it whilst we're live today. And yeah, I can't wait. So this one is Cake and Cocktail. You can see the lovely images there. So you've got your plain cocktail glass there, so you can add all the different bits to it. But these also work on the other cocktails, which we filled. The cake is lovely. You'll see that on a sample in a minute. Every lady's on its way. I just saw who said that, Valerie. Everyone's going to be peeking through their curtains and their blinds today. So you can put candles on the cakes if you want. It's up to you where you want to place them. You can put them on the little cake slice there as well. And these are nice sizes. None of these are to scale. They're all, decent sized stamps. And then you've got your individual little slices there. It could be lemon, lime, orange slice. You've got your peel there. You've got ice cubes, the straw, and the umbrella, and you've got your little olives there as well. And then you've got your sentiments. No one measures up to you. Happy Cake Day. Eat cake and be merry. Keep your gin up and cheers. It's a really lovely set. A keyboard on it was. I have to comment on my phone. Mine came. Have you got it, Leslie? What do you think? My mate to mate will be delivered this afternoon. I think there's lots coming out due in an hour. Mine's still with every outfit. Overseas are going out today, so anyone that is overseas, yours is getting packed up by the guys. Like I said, you've all gone out in phases because there's quite a big subscription, so the poor team, they can only do so much a day and hold it there for the careers to pick up. So overseas today, and like I said, I'm not going to do the first live until next year, so we'll do it in January. That way everybody's got their issues all around the world and we can join a fun live all together. So that is all of the new collection. I'll show you some of the songs here. So to see exactly what it does for anybody who's never seen my last ones, so this is what it will create. Now if I bring it up this way, you can see the bars and how you can create all that depth. However, it will still all fold flat. I mean, there is some dimension there, and I use foam pads on my decoration there, but if I squeeze that right down, you're looking at about 1/4 of an inch. So it would go in a bouncy envelope, I think, if you're hand delivering, or a padded envelope if you're going to actually post it, or my nice box envelopes, and I've got box envelopes for all of these sizes. I've done this one here as a top fold. So you can see, and you can see my dies. These are the new frame dies. So you can see by adding the stitch detail, which is optional, but it just gives you a nice effect. And they're just a little bit different. Just, we've all got our nesting dies, so I just tried to put something that's a little bit different. Flaggots UK at 10-day wait for mine to arrive in New Zealand. I can't wait. And once we get into the rotation of it all, I know a lot of you have been waiting, obviously, since September when we signed up, so it's been a long, long wait. But now it's going to be every 3 months, and I'll be doing things in between, and we'll be using it, so it won't feel like you're waiting as long. So the stitching is all obviously optional, and then you can see that fun pun, have a 24-carat birthday, and all the different carats, and some have got faces on, some haven't. And then I use the frame, different one on the front here, and I just inked that up and used some of my spritz with the gold. So it all ties in nicely together, and then that stands up. Done a little cut on the bottom there, so it's flat, so that just kind of anchors it so it doesn't roll. But this could turn into a rocker. You could have bits sticking out the top, you could add the penny slider to it. There's just so much you can do. Like I said, I do try to make sure when I'm designing what this can also work with, and other fun bits we can use with it. So that's just your kind of basic way to use it. But then if you wanted to, you could stick it into a shadow box. So this is a 7x7 shadow box frame, which I've got tons, I've got a whole playlist full of all of them. And then I've just stuck it inside. So that would all go down like so. Again, pop that in a box envelope, and then it just lifts up just on its own. You can see there, and feeling fruity. Just a bit different, and this is just on a top fold. So again, you've got all your space inside there. So it's a different way to use it. Or, and I loved how this came together, you can turn it into a gatefold. So that's how it looks. And then when it opens, I kind of did it so it looked like a vanity. You could have mirrored card in this if you wanted to. And the Glam Squad, really, really fun. Love the papers. Hot pink, the gold, and these are all the frames that you're seeing. These are all in that from that set. So let me know what other ways you're thinking of using this, because like I said, I'm going to show you today a way of adding a base to it, so then you could turn it into like a snow globe and that kind of thing. And the other one, I'm adding it into like a box kind of card that opens on the left. Another one is this one, which I just love. Let me just get the easel on. There we go. Put that one there. I loved putting this one together. The little rope lasso. The fit check there. The hats, you can see the drinks. And that is an easel, so that goes down like so. So that's how it will look in the envelope. And then, and I thought what would look good with this one, with the cowboy hat and the boots, is you could get my chunky alphabet or any alphabet dies you got and put wanted around the side, going all the way around. Maybe a picture of them inside with the cowboy hat. This is using the little fence was from, so I know people will ask these bits, this set here, but you could easily make a fence, but it's that one. So that's along the bottom. And I've used my wooden fence embossing folder in the background. And again, you can see that frame with the stitch detail, how that looks on that one. There we go. You can see that's a different stitch. That's the zigzag. Just gives it a nice little extra bit. Oh, thank you, Deb. I do try to, just for things to be a little bit different, same but different, you know, just to keep us engaged, inspired, and then that fun sentiment which I've used with the heat embossing. And then I've done a few cards. So this one's going out today. So not using the mechanism, because I know we have a lot of people that love buying my stamp and dies, but they like to make fun folds. So it's a style I've made before. It's that shadow box. What's this one? Pop-out shadow box. I've got quite a few on the channel, but I've just added the bendy bar on the front, and it's totally transformed it. But you can see the lovely cake and that beautiful pattern paper. Yummy. And then the sentiment, happy cake day. So again, just different fun puns. I'm getting a bit fed up with just using happy birthday all the time. So this one I thought was really good. Sam, do you have any samples using the mechanism using your 3D display sets? Gosh, loads. 3D display, the big circle one. They're all on my Made to Surprise. If you go to playlists, I've got playlists for all of my collections. But the sound and display, is that the one you need? There's 3D display, there's quite a few on there as well. 3D display is the one with like the snowman, top hat, that kind of thing. There's plenty on there. Thank you. And then another one I've done is this one, a little side panel pillar, and you can see the drinks, how they look together, and no one measures up to you in the papers. Really nice. That's tutorials for that, I think, going out tomorrow. And then that was just, I showed it earlier, but that was just a nice little one of just showing them on a completely, you know, flat card, standard, slimline. But I've just layered them up, done a bit of masking, and I've added their legs and their faces. And I just thought that looked really cute. Loving them all. Thank you, Pauline. Thank you so much, everyone. Appreciate all the lovely words. So yeah, so that is everything here. So I'm going to do 2 new demos today. We're going to do one using the makeup and the paper that I've not featured yet, and then one using the drinks in the 3D, because I've not done the drinks in this mechanism yet, so I'm going to make sure I've got that represented. Do you mean for that to look like a woman? Do I mean for that to look like a woman? Good day, everyone, from a finally warmish Melbourne, late as usual, Australia, late. Oh, I think I've got you. Thank you for tuning in, Kathleen. I love the gatefold. When is the tutorial out for that, please? I'll try and do it for... No, the gatefold is next week because I've done it in order. That's the first one to show you just the most basic way. And then the gatefold is next. So I think that's going out Monday. So that will be probably like Wednesday. And then that one will be Friday, I think. But I've got a launch of Peanuts, is it next week? Is it Peanuts I've got next week? Or it might be Care Bears. There's a little early thing as well. Can't remember. So I have to work it around that as well. Sorry, Sam, what I mean is using the circular diorama mechanism with the 3D display. No, not yet, Louisa. Things like that we do on the Friday mix and match. So it would be something that I'd look at doing. Probably won't do that till the new year because I've got a lot of like prep for it. And to be fair, I've only got 2 Fridays. 2 Fridays left now, and then I break up for Christmas. So it won't be this year that we would do that, but we definitely will do more. But it's dead easy. Just cut all your bits and put them together. Decorate how you wish. The layered fruits. Layered fruits. Are you being rude, Miss Pippi Crafts? Are you being rude at 10:25 on Friday morning? I mean, they could all be a little bit rude, couldn't they? That's the whole point. That's why we've got Peeling Fruity with the bananas. I mean, you know, careful positioning. No, not rude. You said, is that meant to be like a woman? So I'm thinking, are you talking about the strawberry? Oh dear. That's what I thought that you were talking about. Let me just drop the link in. It should be up now anyway. Yeah, where are we? You arranged it perfectly. It's awesome. Usually it's me starting that kind of stuff off early. Let me just get it up and I'll drop that link in, then we'll flick the camera and we will have some fun crafting for a couple of hours. It's just load. Like I said, I think my update is very, very slow. That's just your no. I didn't even think that. I know it's just pointed out. So right, so let's flip that camera around anyway, and then I can check. I think that's just, or has it just done it now? Yes, it has. Right, let me just copy. Oh, it's right. Oh yeah, tons of rain. Lovely. Well, no better place to be than in your craft room or craft space on a rainy day. Right. And let me pin that. Does it come up in the chat? Yeah. What's the set called to make the gingerbread house? It was called Gingerbread House, wasn't it? The 3D stand and display. I'm sure it was called. Oh, there we go. Pin. It was the gingerbread. But they all sold out. So let me pin it here. It's not letting me pin it. Nothing is working. Why are you not letting me pin? Lets me pin other people. I don't want to pin the message. Oh my goodness. Right. Has it pinned it now? Honestly, me doing all of this. Freezing fog here. Yeah, it's not nice, is it? Is that pinned? Everything is so slow. Hopefully the stream is fine now. I can see a pin link. Thank you. I can't, Jeanette. Nothing's pinned. So, okay, you can see it. All right, brilliant. Right, let's flip you round. Oh, gosh, I'm so sorry for anyone who had headphones in there. Oh, my God. Why? Don't tell me this is breaking. Sorry, that wouldn't have been nice for anybody to listen to. Right, let's just zoom in that way. Let me turn the overhead off. Apologies, usually that's a bit more streamlined. Right, I just try and do it so I can chat to you first and then turn it in. Yes, I know I should have fancy set up and all that lot, but I don't. We're still very much 2020, yeah. Oh, stop it, I'm not that bad, am I? Oh dear. Right. Yeah, I can see the pin post now. Okay, so that's done. Shut that down. Right, we are set to go. Okay, so we've seen all of that. Again, if you're just joining now, I'll go over that briefly again towards the end and I'll share the samples again. Let's get cracking, and I think we'll do this one first. So I've got most of it cut, but I haven't got the sentiment, so we can go through that together. But I just want to talk you through, just kind of roughly playing around with my placement. I've used the embossing foil for the back. I've gone for the retro lines, so the squiggly lines there. And I might put a little bit of spritz onto that. So this one I'm going to add into like a case, which I've not done, but I want to cut an aperture into it as well. Okay, so I'm going to stick, to do the case first, because then I can get that cut and that can dry whilst the glue's going, and then I will go through all of this bit here. Finally fix the keyboard, frustrated and sweaty. Oh gosh. Okay. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. So this is a piece of 6 3/4 squared, because this is going to be a 7 by 7 case. It could be 6 by 6 if you want, but I thought I'll go a little bit bigger, and then we can see some more of the pattern paper. It's fuzzy viewing. Anyone else got it fuzzy? Is it? Do I need to hit my? No, it looks all right in my hand. You have to turn your volumes up, guys. I don't do nothing with that. No, this should be no different with any of that. Oh, here we go again. Who is it okay for? If it's okay, put your thumbs up, because if there's loads of people saying it's fine, I'm not touching it. Because if it's fine for people, then I can't change anything. Can someone let Crazy Raspberry know about the sound, because it's all, like I said, I'm watching it and it's perfect. If it's everyone, then it's an issue my end. But if it's fine for some people, like Laura and Sharon are giving me a thumbs up saying it's okay, so I can't change anything, you know. You might all be watching on the same devices or something. I'm not sure. Although my views have just dropped massively, so I don't know what to do, guys. Just gonna have to keep going. I can't. There's literally nothing I can do. It is what it is, I'm afraid. Right. So then I've got another piece here. Now this, what I've cut here, 2 pieces of 8. No, this was not 8 because I was going to do it. This is, no, sorry, it is 8. That's it, by 7. So you want 2 pieces of 8 by 7, and then along the 8-inch side you're going to score out 1. And you want to do that on both pieces, and then just fold that over. And this is how we're going to create like a bit of a book. Carry on crafting. I am going to carry on crafting. I go by what it's like on my iPad, and it's fine there, so I can't change it. So these are going to stick together like this. Okay. I have got terrible weather here, so it could well be that. But like I said, I can't stop that, I'm afraid. What's that? Adjust, I meant. I don't know what you mean though. Screen mode, but yeah. Okay, well, we know what the deal is there. Let's talk about the craft in hand. Okay, guys, right? Because it puts me off when all I can see is people saying all that kind of stuff. Right, if you're fine, you're fine. We're all good. All right, we'll keep going. So you're going to stick those 2 together. Now, the aperture that you cut into is optional. I want to cut, using my frames, the same size that you're going to see this. So you will see this, as you know, on the front of the card. So I'm going to decorate the other side with the same paper again. So we're going to cut through all of those layers in a minute. So we'll stick that one down, and then I'm going to stick the embossed, which is tone on tone, onto the back of this piece here, and that is what you'll see through here. Okay. Again, that's cut to 6 3/4 squared. You can obviously have this. It could be pattern paper. You might want to ink something up, which would be nice. I'll use the construction glue just so it makes everything nice and strong. Okay. Just make sure you got the spine, we'll say, on the left hand side. Okay. So whilst that was drying, I'm going to stick this one down. So how is everyone anyway? What are we up to? Well, I guess when the weather's as bad as it is at the minute, there's not much you can do. Stay in. I'm going to nip out after my launch on my lunch, and I'm going to get all my bits in for the weekend, because this is my only quiet weekend before Christmas, and I've just got things going on. So I'm going to get all my nice food in, get dinners all ready and sorted, so that if it is meant to be, as they say, tomorrow, I will just be in all weekend, but I'll have everything. Zoom in a bit. So yeah, that's my plans. What's everything else? If you get your made to make, then you can use that, which would be nice. this one here, I'm going to use the, try and keep everything laid out nicely. Right, I'm going to use one of these. So the smallest die, if I take all these out, because there's a lot in this. The packaging, don't be like put off thinking, oh gosh, this is small. It's not. So you can see the size. So your largest, so this is a stitched one. That's a stitched one. And then that will sit with this one here. So that one cuts. So you can see that together. And then you have your scallop stitch one again. So you can see how you can have those between. Then you've got your scallop that cuts, which is this one here. So you can see how they nest together. And then that circle there, which cuts there, is the same size as this. So these will perfectly layer onto this. So I'm just trying to think what one I want to have on that one. So that is how you could have all of that together if you wanted all layered up, which looks really nice. But on mirrored card, mixed with the stitch detail, it looks really effective. And then you've got another set. So then you've got your big, so that's a nested one, and that's a stitch detail one. So what I mean is, obviously when you cut it through, it's not going to cut, it's just going to leave this stitch detail. So you've got that one, then the one smaller, that cuts. So that's your cut one. And then you've got your stitched one. Again, it's a slightly different one. And then, where's my one that I left it in there? Oh, where's that gone? There should be. What's my die? It's not there. Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh, my eyes, because they're all like, there we go. Okay, so that would then cut, and that again fits in there. So they look really cool, really, really nice. Like I said, a little bit different, same but different. You know, some of you will be able to do this if you've got extensive, you know, nested dies. But I just thought it was something, yeah, a little bit different. Looks like a lot of dies. Yeah, so that is your frames, and then your words, which again are nice and big ones. You've got the tasty. Put it in the right one. That one there. It's a nice big die. Again, they fit either in the middle or wherever you want to have these all displayed. You've got fruity. And then you've got friends. Yeah, friends. But I want to cut this. I'm going to show you because I'd like it actually to say friend, because I think I'm going to do best friend for the makeup one. I'm going to show you how you can snip it and turn that into friend. So we'll keep that one out. And then you've got, that's Yummy, which I used on that card there. And then you've got Fit Check. So the frame is one die, and then these are two separate ones. Like so. And the same Squad. So you can see there. And then we've got Scrumptious. So that is it in that one set there. All right, so a nice set there. So let's see. I want to keep the frames out. Put these all away. I think I'm going to go for. I think we'll use those ones on the makeup version, or some of them. So I'll keep them out for the next one, and I'm going to go for. I think I want it this way. Let's cut this one first. So I want to cut this in the middle because that's going to go in the middle as well. So I do need to make sure I get this lined up. Morning, everyone. Afternoon. Hope you're all well. So just put that little. Just want to make sure I do get this in the middle. We look at there, 1 and 5. Oh. 1 and 5. 1 and 5. looks about right. And then what we got there? 1 7/8. I can go up a little bit. I think that's about right. Okay, so I'm going to have to use my bigger machine to cut that because I've gone to a 7-inch size. So bear with me a second while I just run that one through. Hopefully that's cut through all of those layers, which it has. Careful with the tape. Okay. So now we've got the front of the card, and this is then going to be inside. That's all right, Joy, no problem. Oh, Joyce, sorry, thank you for coming in. Hey Ben, hope you're well. Just missed the samples and the update I've made. Yeah, so just have a quick sip of my coffee. Is it a UK thing or am I just old? What does it's what the kids are saying, Kathy. I don't say it, but it's, if you watch, well, you probably won't then. A lot of people do Get Ready With Me, or they do Outfit of the Day, OOTD. And they will say like fit check and do like a peace sign. It's this teenage thing. So yeah, if you have got any teenagers or you make cards, you know, craft fairs and stuff, fit check will probably get noticed. Right, so I think we'll go for the bigger. You won't see this. Oh no, you will see the stitch. If I do the bigger one with, if we do a mirrored card, maybe let's do silver. Then I could do the smaller as well with white. I think I'm going to do, right, I've got a plan. We're going to cut this one in, well no, I won't be able to use the outer stitch because that's the pattern paper, so we'll do it this way. We'll cut this one in the mirrored card. I'll just grab that from here. So I didn't want to prepare everything because I did that last launch. I almost prepared too much. So this way, you get to see more of it, you know, being done, being made. Okay. Cut this one with this one, and then I'll layer the other one on top, because I need to kind of keep them together. M2M, just, yeah, I have to get used to saying M2M. Oh, Florentine's nice. Oh. What happened there? Again. I think this looks like a tractor tyre as well when I was using it. Oh my gosh, Sam. When I was using it on the cowboy one, when I was cutting it, I thought that's a tractor tyre. So there's another idea for you. I've just asked to make a man's 80th birthday card with a garden theme. This would be perfect for the garden shed. Yeah, definitely. Which would, oh, that'd be lovely. Yeah, it sounds like a nice card. So we'll run that through. So we've got our middle section, which we know is the same size. I might do the same for when you open the card then, so this is basically giving you a little peek into the frame that we have on the actual, this one as well, because you can see how that all sits in, like so. Okay, so that's that. Then we will do, that was the large stitch, that was that one.
this stitched one. And then I'm going to cut this separate with that aperture again, and that will go and frame, so I want that to be in white. Piece that one together. Got any left over? No. Yeah, this is all brand new, what I'm using.
All brand new. So take this one.
Just making sure I get it nice and lined up. Right, run that through first. Hey, Tammy. Okay, so you can see now I've got that pretty stitch detail. And then run this one through. You can put acetate behind this, you can have a shaker on the front, and you can turn these into shakers as well. So on the cowboy one, you'll see there's that frame, it's lifted on foam, but you could put 2 bits of acetate in that and have me shaking around. So again, something we'll maybe try in the future. So now that one is going to stick on there because I want it to frame the blue, so that pops more. So there you go. That's just one way that you can obviously use them and cut everything out. So we use the next lot of frames on the other ones so you can see those as well. So pop those ones over there, get rid of that. Get this all stuck down. Put the set with the words because I love words. Yeah, it's nice to just make up your own sentiments on cards and stuff, isn't it? Actually, I'm not sure what's in it as my mum came around for. Oh, bless you. You'll get everything. Everything I'm using is in the bundle. So you get the Editions frames, which I'm using now. You get your 3 stamp and die sets. You get your 8x8 paper pad, and you get the main mechanism. That's everything. So everything I'm making here, you will be able to do with what you've got. I mean, like the embossing folder's an old one, but yeah, everything else I'm demoing anyway. You'll be able to do. That slightly closer. It's that I've got so much of the shimmery cards. So I've got the nice white on one side, which is actually really good for stamping, and then I've got this shimmer on the other side. I'll just show that one, which is still look nice. Okay, and then I'm going to stick these together. So put this up. Oh, spread a lot of glue. Oh, that's all right. You're not going to see that bit. Shows how powerful your die machine is. If your glue's still drying, it sticks out the side. I'm going to stick that to this one. And just make sure it folds up. So that's our case now already. The mechanism. See, that's a bit annoying. It's dry now as well, so I can't. Try and disguise that. Now I probably will cut all that again. I won't do it now to cover that side as well. So next we'll move on to this one. So you can run this through a standard die machine. You don't need a large machine. For anybody just joining, it's this set here. So this is the new circular diorama. So it works in the same way as the square one. You've got your 4 dies. That is 1 die, although they're 3 that it cuts, it is 1 physical die. So 4 dies, and that's everything you need to create what you're seeing me do. So there is the die. So just pass that through. If you've got your Big Shot, then I would tape it down, run it through, and then shift it on your plate and run it through again. If you've got your extender plate, then use that, and you can just pass it through the once. Absolutely fantastic. I still have a mouse for you still in delivery envelopes. Just waiting for delivery. Oh, I see. And then you've got your back. If you want to use that, I'm not going to need that today because I've already created the back. But if you want to just have it as the circle on the circle, then that's where I've used the solid one there. So I won't need that one. And then I've cut the frame just like so, and that's going to stick onto there, and that's what you can decorate, add the other frames to, and so on. And then I've cut this one. All of mine are using acetate because I just like everything to look like it's floating, but you can use cardstock depending on maybe the theme you're doing. It's up to you. So run it through and then just pop out all the little bits there. And then I like to just run over the score lines on my scoreboard. They're all there. You can see exactly where they are. But if I just fold that now, you're more likely to get that cracking because we don't go too deep with the score lines because everybody's pressure, what we found with the more modern and electric die machines in the early days, is the pressure is so strong that our standard embossed lines from the factory were being cut. So we've gone lighter with them, which I prefer, and then just go over them with your scoreboard. Some people that will that will be so deep they won't need to score. So we're just making it again a bit more user friendly that way so that no one's getting cut lines. Oh, take care, Sandra. So just find a track and just line it up and just go over those. And you're doing even the ones with the little slots as well. You'll see the score line is on those as well. I talk through all this in my videos that you'll see coming out next week as well, so you don't need to remember all of this now. Love this collection, brought the bundle at the doctor's, so we'll catch up later. Yeah, I'm here. Typical, my brother just turned up. It's always the way, isn't it? I know, I just got home. Oh, off to look. I thought you said off to work now. Sorry. 10 a.m, Sandra. The product goes on. Okay, so next you want to create mountain folds on both of the sides. Okay, so like that. And then you're going to concertina fold. So back, and the other way, back again. And you want to make sure that the last ones are facing in. On the outside, you should have 4 mountains. And on the back here, you'll have 3 valleys. And those valleys should all be the ones with the slots. Okay, it's easy to do. Again, concertina fold on the other side. Okay. Give it a good burnish. But that's kind of, you know, even with a burnish, it's still popping up to about 1 inch. So it will go in the box envelopes nicely, but it will squash down. It's about, I think I measured it, was about a quarter or just under. Yeah, it's just under a quarter when it's squashed down. Okay. Thank you for the change over a couple of dices that are cut in embossing lines and a bit useless. Yeah, the only thing I could say is if you can, what people were doing who had, you know, that issue is use your embossing plate and add a couple of shims down. I'm curious, what is the new? I'm using it. It's the circle diorama, so we've got a new shape. So that will stick on there. Now, if you want, you can add the bars now, or you can stick it down and add the bars. Both ways work fine. I've been sticking it down, I think. Yeah, I've been sticking it down and then adding the bars. But if you would prefer, I'll show you now anyway. So the bars have a T-bar at each end. On one of the ends, you just want to fold in the sides. Okay, so it's just like, excuse me, just straight. And then whatever bar you go in on this side, you want to make sure you come out the same one on the opposite. So I'm going to pop this one, I'm going to start in the front, in the middle, put it through, and then you just want to say, right, come out the other side. So when you get out the other side, just open up the T-bar, and now that's locked in, and it's the exact width of when that's folded flat. Okay. But because I don't really know yet where I want everything to be, I think I'm just going to put one there and then maybe one at the back at the top, because the tall glasses can maybe attach onto that bit. That'd be enough for the minute. Just add those two. Okay. So then I can go back to this. And now I want to sit this down in here, but I want to line it up, obviously make sure it's lined up with that frame as well. So I use liquid glue, but you can see how that's going to look. Because it's not going to swatch down, that will come out. So it'll be like that. So you'll see the card from the outside, and then when they open it, you're going to see all of this. See, they can decorate that. You have your little message there or pop on the back. So I'm going to take my quick grab glue, I think. You want to add your glue just down both of those outer tabs. So again, I'm just going to, what I might do is actually stick it or hold it right up to that, and then get them in place. This is not advanced way, but this is a slightly more, you want to start off, my first video is this one, so just get used to how it all works and sticking it on. Because when you're sticking it against the circle and the front circle, they're the same, and it's really easy to stick it down and line all that up. Obviously I'm working with, you know, the circle and the square and just trying to get everything lined up. So you just want to make sure, I think I need to just bring that, because it's a circle and I've got these in, I need to make sure everything's straight. Looks pretty good to me. Let's just get rid of that bit of glue there. Just make sure, yeah. That lines up fine. Happy with that. I just want to make sure. Is that straight? It's not straight, is it? Still works, that's better. It's so rude of these people to just come and start. You've been interrupted. Oh dear, yeah, it's so frustrating. Okay, so happy with that. Now you can add your glue onto this part. And then take your frame. Again, you might want to decorate it all inside first before you stick this on. And sit your frame down. See how nice that's going to look when it's displayed. Okay, then let's pop these bits away. We need to do the frame again inside. So use that one. going to do turquoise for the bigger one, and then maybe mirrored for the smaller one this time. That could be quite nice. Let's do that one and that one. Just line that all up. And, oh, did I get a piece of that card? No, let me just grab a sheet. I've got teals in one drawer and then I've got all my blues in another. Actually sit the stitched one down at the same time when I'm done, because it's on that one, it's not on the smaller one yet, so we'll pop the stitched one in as well. Let's start again. Put them all in together. Otherwise we're just making more work for ourselves, so just try and lay them all down. So. Okay. That one looking good, and then we'll do, yeah, I said silver, didn't I? Get a big enough piece for that one. Take the small one again, because we need to cut separate frame, and then that scallop one there. Put that there. Trying to keep, I've got so many bits here. Right. Do this one. Have a great day. Oh, last my 2-day drive to work, final exams today. And just for clarity, the strawberry is the face, green is her hair, the carrot is her leg. Take care. Love it. Was there any updates regarding? No, actually. I need to look at that. I shall have a look. Same but different from the front to inside, but I think that's all going to work very nicely with the theme there. So stick those down and then we can start decorating. Frames are very pretty. Thank you, Carol. I said it's not, I don't do nested dies, but I thought we needed them for this. And rather than just bringing out lots of just square, or not square, but lots of circle, I just thought it's just a bit boring. We've all got them. Let's try and change them up a little bit. Yes, this afternoon you'll get the launch video. So I know lots of you like to watch that one. And obviously at the minute, if you're not on Facebook, you're not really going to know I'm even here. So I know I always get my YouTube only kind of watchers, so I need to get that video out after lunch, and then I'll share bits and bobs with all the pictures up and everything as normal. Like I said, that update just kind of threw me this morning. I couldn't use the laptop unless I did it, so excuse me. Okay. Now I want to have best friend on this one. Now, do I have that best friend on the front and then happy birthday inside? That would be nice. So I want to show you how you can take the S off and still keep it as a shadow frame. I'm going to do that now because I do the turquoise back white writing because I need to just lay out all of these bigger bits before I decorate. Yeah, so I have one of the stamp sets from that set for the inside. Oh, take care, Louisa. Good night. Internet, yeah, internet's not great for a lot of us when weather's like this. And then we'll do a white, or I don't know which one. Let's use the shimmery side. It's all right, Joyce. You don't need to apologise. You'll be able to watch this back, so no problems at all. Hope you have a good day. Keep that one there, don't lose all your bits. So I'm going to snip off. Yes, but I'm going to snip it off just to a little point. Okay. And then I'm going to stick it onto here, and then I'm just going to carefully cut my little bubble. Just a little glue. Just let that drop down. It'll find its home, and then a little glue. Tiddle, tiddle is a tiddle, isn't it? Okay. And then I'm just going to follow the same thickness. Just go in and then join it back up. So now we change that to friend. This is going to go on the front here, and then I'm going to use the best from. It's probably best in a few of my ones, but this one here. So this is the Mix and Match Big Words. So it's the most recent one. Right, we'll do that in a minute. I'm going to stick that on in a minute. So let's. Layout. Let's do. I think I want the big one hanging off of that one at the back, and then maybe let's get one through the middle. A big. Oh, hang on! I just received made to surprise me to make parcel. Yay! I think it's dropping. People are getting it now. Let's go through the middle a minute. I didn't do one through the middle. Let's do the middle top. A big thank you for the instructions and the inspiration. I had to make 5 really quick cards that gave a big bang. So I used your floating frame or pop-up cards design. Oh, I'm pleased. Well, thank you. That's really nice of you to say. Yeah, so you can see now I've put it together. You can still feed things through, but you just need to kind of pull out the concertina just so you've got room for your hands. So some of you might find it easier to do, you know, kind of laying everything out and doing your dry run when it's not got the back kind of closed. But you can still do it this way if you do need to move them, because the good thing about this is So if you put something in and you don't like the positioning, then you just unfold that side and it comes back out again. So it's easy, you know, quite forgiving. So yeah, so we're going to have one there, one on that one, and then I think this one on the front. I might bring it down and have the other sentiment, and then these bits you can stick on wherever you want. So the straw in that one, and then you just colour the bottom of the in the colour that you've got in the drink, so it looks like it's actually in there. These are just nice little additions to just have floating around. I have the olives maybe laying down next to that drink. The lemon slice near it as well. So yeah, I think we'll go for that. I am very too so love it. Very good. Yeah, colour that in a minute so you can see how to do that. Put the straw on that one. Like so for you, I've got that. I think that's the same colour I used. It's a bit darker. It must be that one. No, it is that one, I think. So we're just going to go. Just disguises it into the drink, and then again with that one I use the salmon pink. A bit of green in as well. I think it was that same. No, it's not. It's that lime. Pale, no lime. Where's my lime green? A little bit of green. Okay, so it just kind of looks like it's all in the actual glass. And then just decide where you want it to go. I've been using a double-sided tape, but you can, I mean, if it's cardstock, you could just use your glue. But I've just been using a thin double-sided tape here. Just cut it off the size that you need. And then just stick it onto your strip. But you know, you could use a little bit of glue even on the acetate. Just don't tamper with it until it's completely dry. Down. This one's going to go along with the next one. I keep taking myself into and out of the. Keep talking. Sorry, my reading is terrible. In and out of this collection. So everything is on a different layer. So, and then this one I'm going to have. New sauce pans are nice as well, though, aren't they? Oh, no problem, Kathleen. Take care. Thanks for coming in. And then I could add another bar here, and then I could have the lime slice floating. Hey, Kirsten. But you need the collection. It's frustrating, isn't it, when there's so much we want, but there's then bills and life to pay for, you know. Again, I have to turn it this way. You can pull it out enough. It's not difficult, it's just I think some of you know, might find it easier to do all of this and then stick it down last. But yeah, if you cut your little bits and use some tweezers, it just makes it very easy. Or should I might have, some of it's nice to have on the frame as well. I think I might have the ice actually there, and then I might have a little sentiment in there. I'll pop a little bit of foam. My thin one. There we go. A little bit of foam behind the ice. That would look nice in that corner. So come out onto the frame as well. I've done that on pretty much all the cards anyway. I always do it to myself. I don't know why I do brand new styles as a demo, because, you know, I don't know, just haven't done a test run on it, so, you know, you don't know what could go wrong. It's cute like that, and then I thought that could be nice just on there. So we'll pop a thin. Let's go out. I'm trying to clear my throat as well. Let's do just a thin piece there. Now what was that for delivery yesterday? Isn't it right? Why is he holding on to it? Maybe he's a crafter, or she. I think a delivery person. Yeah, the main mechs always do well because people can see them being used for things that they've got in their stash. I'll just bring that up a bit closer. I know I'm already zoomed in, but you can see when it's this way, that's when you really see how cool this design is, because everything is just floating around, just hanging there, and it looks so nice. So next we can add a sentiment from the stamp set. So that's the frame one. So I've used No One Measures Up to You. I've used Happy Cake Day. Eat cake and be merry. Cheers. Let's see, where's the best friend? Let's just stamp the best friend. That's going to go, I think, there. And have that overhanging as well. So it looks really nice. That's how it'll be in the envelope. Sorry, my throat is very bad. So I think I've got that up on a bit of foam. Just make sure that's definitely not going to be seen. Nope, so you can't see the foam. Let's stamp this one. That's that. You have to open that up because it'll topple over, so once it's displayed open, it'll be fine. Let's use this scrap piece here. We've got another demo to do after this, so if people just joining, if you're missing this one, I am doing another one using the makeup set. We're going to add a little platform to the bottom. So this ink is running out. Yay! Let me know what you think. Tell me, first impressions as you're taking it out of the box. Looking forward to using it. Next week I'll be using it in my Wednesdays. So that's not your exclusive stuff. That's all, you know, you'll be getting your craft alongs with the kit, so don't worry about them. But I also do just want to use it, you know, on fun folds and things like that as well. So there'll be plenty of inspo. That'll even come out sound heavier than expected. That looks so cute. Oh, lovely card. And then obviously it's going to be displayed like this. So let's do. I think actually I might have to use the no one measures up to you, purely because best friend, no one, it works nice. Yeah, I'm going to use this anyway. Because that can actually go like there. Let's do it. My other verse time is, because that one is drying up. Arrive this afternoon. You're not funny. It's gorgeous. Oh, thank you. You're the first one's getting it. This could be the start of a, a magazine phenomenon. But it could be the start of something that sticks around for a very long time. So I'm really, intrigued to see what you all think. I want you guys to be happy with it. I'm hoping that the quality of content in terms of what I offer with it is going to make it stand out a bit more as well from other magazines that are already out there, because a lot of them you kind of get it and that's it. You want to kind of do a bit more of that. Let's see, let's put one more along the top. So I've ended up putting 1, 2, 3, 4, and this will be the 5th bar. Take my ring off. I can't get my hand in properly. Yeah, don't be, once it's completely stuck to your card, don't be afraid to kind of pull out the concertina again, because it's easy to push it back in. I feel like I'm cack-handed that way. Just open it up on the other side. Sorry, I know I'm a bit out of shot there. There we go. And just swash it all back down again. So that one, yeah, I think can go on there. I might put it on a little bit of foam. Get that foam. That's some inspo within, but then that's it, and on to the next. Yeah, so you've got your inspo, but then you're going to get, like I said, more from me. Depending on what you've signed up to, because obviously we've got different things for, so VIPs will get the lives every month. Everyone will get the first one. And then I will do ad hoc, like just random VIP lives, and they will get emailed. So they're your full annual subscribers, should I say. So if you're taking out your annual, then you just get everything. But I'll be doing the Wednesday ones as well with stuff. So if you've just bought the one issue, you've got your quarterly subscription, you're still going to get plenty as well. But events and sneaky things and stuff is what we're doing for like the VIPs, and we've got things in the pipeline. We've got things planned, so it should be really good. Yeah, if you're annual, you just get everything. So there you go. So that is the card. Like I said, I'd add a few more frames to that side. I'll probably just cut those ones again. But now that is how it will be once it all lines up in your envelope or box envelope. best friend, no one measures up to you. And then on the back you can stamp happy birthday or something. And then when you open it up, have that lovely, isn't that gorgeous? And it displays just so nicely. And it does have a wobble, as a shape to it as well. But, you know, there's a little bit of movement there, which I think is all part of it. But yeah, there you go. That is just one idea, but another different way. I will go back over some of the samples for anybody who's just joining. So this is how you use it in its most easiest standard way, with all the circles, a circle top fold. You've got all your frames there on the front inside, and that's the carrot themed one. You've got an easel style, which I absolutely love. So that's how it is, flat and in the envelope, and then I'll just pop it on this little stopper. There's two stoppers really. You've got this little bar. So when I went to do it, and you'll see this in the video, the fit check just hid underneath this piece, because obviously there's like another section. So I added a tinier bar there, so you still get to see all of that. And then one of my favourites is this one, which is your gatefold. And then when you open it up, so it was kind of like to look like a bit of a vanity. This could be mirrored cardstock, so it looks like a desk, a little makeup vanity. And then you've got it in a shadow box frame. So we've got this one here. So I just put it in a 7x7 frame. You can see how that kind of just all like lifts out, which looks really nice. And then some fun folds. So we've got this one here. That all folds flat to 6x8, and then it just naturally kind of pops up. And then I've got a little side pillar card there with the topper on the front, which is really nice. I've done tutorials for all of this, apart from this one, because I've already done the tutorial for a shadow box frame, and this is the same as all of the others. So that one you can easily put together, and then you've got this one here. It's a really nice one. Yay, it's here. We'll have a little interval for a second. We'll just fit. So fit check is what the kids are saying. So when they do these kind of outfit of the day videos, so it's kind of like a Snapchat, TikTok thing. They do fit check. They just kind of say fit check, and they do a peace sign. It's just, you know, we all had words when you were younger. You would say, you know, we used to say things like, "Oh, that's choice." That's choice, which meant really cool. It's a bit like a lot of people down in Cornwall, like the surfers and stuff, everything's sick, but sick is really cool. I mean, I could have sick, that's sick as a die, and if you're down in Cornwall, you know, surfers or those kind of people that say it, then it'd actually be really good for them on a card. So because a lot of people make things for craft fairs and stuff, so I try to do things that are gonna hopefully help, you know, your cards reach other audiences as well. So yeah, if they walk past your table and you've got fit check, glam squad, sick, I don't know. We'll see what it is next year. Oh my god, never heard of that. Thought it was a line dance. It could be. I don't know. This is lovely. I'm enjoying this. Right, so next, let's move on to this one. Again, I kind of know what I want to do. I've got everything kind of ready. It's just the base of the bottom really that we need to look at. Remember my thumbs up, thank you. Yeah, give me a thumbs up, guys, if you haven't done already. Muchly appreciated. Hey Tanya, 3:30 a.m. I've been waiting for this die set since I missed the square. Oh, like I said, I'm quietly confident this one is going to be a popular one because of that reason, because a lot of people missed out. Okay, so I've already cut let's grab this set again for anybody just joining. So this is the new 6x6 circular diorama set. This will go through a standard die machine, so you don't need a large one for this. But if you've got an extender plate, that would be a benefit, because you can just place the big plate down, run it through once, and it's done. If you don't have an extender plate, then I just recommend that when you run it through, just tape it down. And then when you've passed it through once, just shift it along your plate and run it back through again. Okay. Class, yeah, that's another one. I remember that one. That's class, your class. Yeah, there's all different things, weren't there? I'm just flicking these bits out. I just didn't want them all on the desk. Oh, thank you, Kirsten. I hope you enjoy it. You know, I should do one that says crack, but in the Irish way. Good crack. What's the crack? There's just so many sayings. Yeah, it's funny, really. Ace, yep, your ace. So yeah, fit check is just what they're saying. The fit, how fit, you know, you look. It's like fit is not fit like good looking, it's just the fit of your clothes. So it's a fit check. So is the fit look good? That's kind of the term. Yeah, anyway. So colours I've gone for to work with this paper, which is in the paper pad. Again, for anybody joining, that's the new paper pad. Going full circle. We've got something to match each of the stamp and die sets, but they're just really nice, you know, themed papers. You've got your macarons there. You've got two with the beautiful florals. They're really, really pretty. You've got some fruits there. You've got your cocktails. You've got the boots, like the fashion ones. Savage, yeah, that's it. That's how you spell it. Correct. There you go. maybe I should do a die set of just these kind of words. That could do quite well actually. You'll have to give the kids some ask what's in and what's not words. I know. Yeah, I know. Okay. So I've cut the main circle. So how I do this is maybe what some of you might want to do for a snow globe effect. Obviously mine's not going to look like a snow globe at all, but that's the idea I'm going with this. So cut this one, and I've cut it twice because the paper's 190, it's too flimsy on its own, so I've just backed it onto some cardstock. So cut it in white and cut the paper, stick that together. Then you want to cut your frame, okay? So I've cut that in the purple, and again I've cut it in the white because the purple was more of a paper. If it's a normal cardstock it will be fine because you're sticking it onto this, so that will strengthen it. But because this is a paper, I've just backed it onto that card and then I can stick that onto the frame. So cut that one. So that is now going to be on the front here. We'll add the other frames in a minute. Once I've kind of put everything together, we'll do that maybe last this time. And then you've obviously got this one here. And then these are your bars. They cut 3 at a time. I've cut mine, I always cut them in acetate, so just like everything floating, but you can cut them in paper if you want, or cardstock. You see the lovely images here. So I just coloured them really kind of simple in terms of just kept the same colour. So I've got a couple of the lipsticks, the mascara, tops there, the blusher brush, your compact, the bag, the bracelet and the shoes. And then you've also got the cowboy hat, cowboy boots, and I think that's all of it from that set. Where is it actually? Show you the set that I'm using would help. Oh, that's the ruler I was looking for earlier. Oh, the ring, box with the ring. Okay, so that's your set there that I'm using. And again, I'm just going to go over the score lines. So we'll cut it all for you, but I like to go over them. Banging, yeah, banging. This is a 300 GSM cardstock. By going over them, it just prevents any cracking. Because it's a concertina fold, just makes it a little bit easier. Hey Linda, how are you? And then again, you're going to fold, so your 2 inside score lines there are mounting folds. Okay, so start off like that, and then you're just going to concertina fold back, forward, back, forward. Okay. The bundle's got a discount already, it's 18% off if you buy the bundle. So we've already taken it off. If you buy everything individually, obviously then it works out more expensive. If you buy it as bundle, you save 18%. I know, it's the same for us though from the other end. If we order from you, it's a worldwide thing, sadly, isn't it? It's sad. Okay, so there is that one. So that is going to now stick on top of there. So you want to always add your glue to this. Don't add it to the frame, otherwise you're going to have glue. You know, these side bits don't attach or don't cover it. So it's always easier to cover your frame. Can you hear that rain? Monty will not get out now. He'll be like, stop that. His feet under the covers. Although I'm changing my bedding today, so I've got my nice Christmas bedding to put on. So I'm like, get out. We need Simone, period. Miss her now when she is away. Oh, is she away? Is she? Actually, yeah, she's not been in the chat, is she? Okay. Now, what I want to do is this here. I thought would be nice to have. I'm thinking the size wise. I'm going to do this live with you again. I don't know why I do these brand new kind of thoughts, styles in my head live, but hey, we're here, we'll go with it. So I want it to be the same width as when that's folded. So what are we looking at there? 4.5. So I'm going to cut these down first. And this is that Creative Craft Practice, that shiny card that they had for a while. So I think that'll be enough for both sides, the front and the back. The idea is to have a base. So I'm going to have to cut the oval, that's shape there. But I want this to come down to about there. Now, if you're doing this as a snow globe, what you can do is do it this way. And where it comes off here, if you cut down as an angle, snow globe shape, on each side and cut along, just get rid of that little bit there, put your base, and do the same for the front and the back, and then that will look like a snow globe. Again, we will do that. I'll try and do that. It won't be next Friday, because I think that's when that other launch is, that license launch. So I'll do it. Might be a nice one to do. The Friday after was then when I was going to say it was the Christmas party. Might not have time. It's like all of a sudden, and it's Christmas. Maybe we do a Valentine's snow globe. Yeah, maybe we do that. Just don't think we're going to get time this year. So I want this to fit in a 6x8 envelope, so I can go down to about there. Roughly there. Let's see what that measurement comes in at. Where are we looking? Where's my finger? Oh, 4 inches. Okay. So we'll do 4 and 4. I'm going to put a matte layer on this because I'm going to have one of the big words, I think. And just been writing some Christmas cards, basics from the UK to the France 3. I know. Crazy, isn't it? Kit coming this afternoon. Well, at least if you've got horrible weather like I've got today, hopefully if you ordered the kit, you're going to get something nice landing through your door this weekend. So this is going to butt just up to where that bottom of those are. So it looks nice and neat. And then I think I'm just going to flip this over. You're watching me planning stuff live now. This is what I do before I do like a Wednesday craft or something. That's not a pen, is it? I don't want to touch the purple. Just roughly mark out there. It doesn't matter, how this kind of looks from underneath because you're going to hide this. I'm going to cut a little bit away from that because it was a little bit higher anyway, just to make sure it's completely hidden, and then just use that. Just make sure the same. What is with the sound? I feel like I'm in a can. You can hear me now. Commercial. Huh? Don't know what you're on about. Nothing's changed. Okay. Now I can stick this one. So imagine once we've got a matte layer on here and our sentiment, the card is going to stand up on this. Okay. No sound, although I don't know why you guys are having issues with the sound. There's nothing wrong with my sound. Is the first made to make it sold out? We have, I think, about 15 copies left, but we've kept them aside because, again, human error, something might be wrong, or someone says they're missing something. We've got them as backup. So once that's done, everybody's got it out. Whatever is left will go to open stock, and I'll let you know when that's available. But it's always best to just keep something back, because you never know. Or something gets really battered, or it does get lost in the post and it's an error in the courier. So we've just got some to, account for that. Just add in the glue again onto this bit. I don't want to add it onto that because you'll see it. And I'm just going to make sure it's lined up with the bottom of these bits here. So yours can be any shape you want. You might want to do like something that's a bit more curved on the sides there. You might want to do thinner. You could attach two together and make some glasses. You could do another one like that. Could be some sunglasses or two big eyes. I don't know. Use some of your minds, with these card shapes and stuff. It's hard to hear. I mean, nothing's different, guys. It's really the same setup that I use every Wednesday, every Friday. There's a volume on YouTube as well, so just make sure that volume's up. My volume on TV is 60 to hear the stream. Who's just watching me normally on their phone? No issues. Right, now this one I'm going to stick onto here now, so I can stick the back one on and then we'll add all the slots. Yeah, I think this is going to look nice. Once it's all decorated and everything, probably looks a little bit weird right now, but I think it's going to come together nicely. So again, you want to add your glue onto the back here. Praise to the ones where it's just normal. Because I just don't know what to say half the time, because I'm like, I've been doing this setup for 5 years, nearly 6. I just I can't please everybody. Maybe I could get a microphone though, that might just help a few more. But then the ones who've got no issues are probably going to blow their ears off. So you're just lining it up with the circle underneath. Okay, and now we need to support it with the back one. Oh, now that's a thought. You're going to see it if I stick it in there, which we don't want. So this one I'm going to have to stick on the back, which is fine, and then you'll have to cut another circle to cover that. And that's what I would do with the snow globe as well. Okay, but yeah, if you imagine, cut that down to maybe there, but you'd have it come out on a point. That's your snow globe base. All right. So I'm going to again just add glue. So the back one, you don't need to actually cut that shape, thinking about it. And then I'm just going to line it up with the bottom here. Stick that down. So yeah, just cut another circle and that will cover that fine. All fine, all fine, all fine. It's too quiet. Well, I will invest, all right, for the new year, I'll invest in a microphone, okay? Because a lot of you are saying you've got your volume up high. So I will look at getting headphones. I feel like it would be like Saturn Airways or something. I get the ones with the big ears and the little bit. No, I think I'll just get one of those little fluffy ones that goes on your jumper. So now, there, that looks nice. That'll look lovely once it's all decorated. That will go in a 6x8 envelope, okay? So again, let's pop in all the slots and get it all decorated. Thanks, Benita. I'm just going to randomly pop them in, and then I can always take out. Some of you might put all 9 in and then just take away, what you don't end up using. So, what have I got here? I've got a few. I've got plenty. Well, I don't use streaming softwares. I just, again, once I think I will do it as a proper setup when I'm in the back, when I move to my craft shack, because I will have a whole new Wi-Fi just for that area. So I will have its own Wi-Fi and electric cables and everything. And I think with that way, the Wi-Fi will be so good, I should be able to run off the streaming software. So I'll be able to dual camera and you can see my face and my hands at the same time. All that fancy stuff that most of the other crafters have. I mean, for the length of time I've been doing this, I should have a full-on studio, you know, set up with a producer and everything, but I don't. So, yeah. But for now, guys, I can get a mic, all right? We'll get a microphone, but it's still going to be my phone because I've got an old cottage with massive brick walls, stone walls, and the even with boosters and stuff, it struggles sometimes. The front one, I'm going to take my ring off to get it through that bit. So yeah, all right, that's my little compromise. But you know what? I've got this far with just my phone. Like I get it, the volume. I will sort that out. But in terms of, you know, even when I do end up going to the back of the garden, if the microphone sorts it all out, I probably won't do all the fancy other bits. I think sometimes part of the charm is how rogue and chaotic my life is sometimes. It's just me, isn't it? I mean, it should be a lot more professional, but again, I think that's partly maybe why I'm where I am, because I haven't done all of that. And I don't begrudge anybody that does that, by the way. I watch a lot of crafters and I like it. But at the same time, I also don't mind someone who's faffing around with the camera and trying to get it focused. Oh my God, what's this one? Got to make sure they're flat, because obviously they will come out. Yeah, so. And I think 'cause I'm trying to show you what I'm doing, it doesn't work for me when I want to put it in. There we go. Just bring it out and then you're just folding out the outside. It's never been a problem before, so maybe YouTube. Well, I was on Facebook for most of the years. It's only the last 18 months we've been on YouTube, I think. Yeah, there we go, like that. Okay, next, what are we going to have for our sentiment? I didn't think about that one. So we've used Fit Check, we've got Glam Squad, we've got Friend, we've got Fruity. Excuse me, Tasty's not going to work with this, although it could, I guess, but not really. Unless we just use one of these ones. Hello Beautiful, Happy Birthday to a Classy Lady. If we do, let me grab a little bit of card so we can do that and layer down here. So if I do 4 1/4 by 2. If you want to get fancy, you could obviously follow the shape and do that, but I'm going to have the frame detail as well in a minute. So let's do, what did I say that was, 4 1/4 by 2. Well, Anna, look at me trying to do all the software updates this morning. It's like, why is nothing really loading? And everything was just slow. And then I realised there was a big Apple update. So I was like, oh, jeez. So that was 4 1/4. It looks like one of the poles at the side of a racetrack. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what that is. So yeah, get all the basics down, because we can have, you know, things like this could cover there. If we do, let's see, the Dyson, yeah, oh my God, it so does, especially the colours I've chosen. Well, there you go. You need a Dyson hairdryer. How fun is that? You never know where it's going to go with my cards, do you? Gumball machine, that's a nice idea. That I love. All different, lots of different coloured circles, just stuck all, like, really fill it up. That's a lovely idea, actually, Sharon. I really like that. Let's see. Another year older and still looking glamorous. I might have that one down here, and then I can have Happy Birthday to a Classy Lady maybe up higher. I just want one a little bit bigger. I'm going to ignore you, mate, because I've still got a bit to do, I'm afraid. I'm not quite ready. Any kind of machine like that would look good. Let's do this one, and then I can always add a bit more around it to it. Let's just bring that up a little bit more. He's just come in, he's looked at me, he's gone back again. He's not far off time-wise, is he? He's pretty good. Dogs are good with that. Right, we'll go with that one on there for now. I'm going to pop it up onto the foam because everything else will be quite dimensional. God, he's going to be bored today. I'm going to have to do some enrichment toys and stuff because, I mean, he just sleeps. They're a breed known for sleeping, but he sleeps so well at night, and I just, you know, just try to give him something exciting to do. Okay, now frame wise, I was going to use these ones. So we will do, oh, see, I could have done the larger stitch one before, but I stuck it down. But you put that one on, that will do your outer stitch, and then you'd cut this one, but we'll cut this one and we'll do the inner stitch. So what should I use? Mirror card, white. Quite a lot of white there, so I don't think maybe we need mirror. Well, the new mate didn't arrive in time for my birthday. When's your birthday? Sorry, we didn't get that in the memo. You didn't put that in the notes. Mirror. Tez did a gumball machine with 3D display. Yeah, that's a perfect one as well, isn't it, for it? The two circles together in yellow will look like minion eyes. I think the eyes together is a good one. Sam, can you do a camera lens magic eye dissect? You have to wait and see what's coming. Can possibly say yes or no. What do we think? Silver mirror, okay. Let me grab another sheet of silver mirror colour. This is the other thing I like about the lives and my launches. I can still make them like interactive and you can chat, and it's just nice. I know I always say that and I'm a broken record, but it's true. Can I track my made to make order on Craftwell? We use a subscription company because they are magazines, so it works differently. I think you got sent, I don't know, oh, where are you though? Hang on a minute, who's that? Are you in the UK, Melissa? Because I'm sure everybody, didn't you all get, you got your emails, didn't you? Was there not tracking on those emails then? I don't know. I usually get tracking when I get an every update. You should have it in your email. It looks like a self-parker. Some of the things you got to see in. Oh, I didn't cut the middle one. There's my plain circle. Left is still in this one. I love your nice, I love the chatty funniness. It's nice, isn't it? Got to do that one so we can then add that one and that one at the same time. That's the stitch detail. Make sure it's the right one. No, that's the cut one. We want that one. Yes, go email, but Every had already told me before Craft World. Yeah, because it's not through, although you pay through Craft Road, it's through a subscription. So Every would have got it from the subscription. So it's all a little bit complicated, but Craft World won't send you that because it's not technically, although they, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like I said, we use all of that kind of techie side of it is through a subscription. company. I've got trucking. Yeah, I've got people got trucking. Yeah, I think that look nice. Then we've got all the white frame around the other bits. No, the discount's already taken, so there's 18% off the full bundle. If you bought it all individually, you'd pay 18% more. Hey everyone, I'm back. It was good news. Hopefully just give that a minute to come back in. I know. But it was good news, guess what? What will we be finding out today? Those of you remember. Can you remember? What was I meant to know last Friday? But hey, I don't know why that happened.